So you are thinking about moving to Fort Worth, Texas, and you want to know the vibes of each different area that there is to live in Fort Worth, Texas. Well, you're in the right place, because in today's video, I got a Fort Worth expert with me. She's been living here almost all her life. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. We're going to get to it right now. What's going on, everyone? This is your boy Dre the Realtor, and I have a special guest with me here, Sylvia Ortiz. We're both realtors at Sukasa Realty, located here in the heart of Fort Worth, Texas. And if this is your first time watching our channel, you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, eating, and chilling in the DFW Metroplex, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to be the first to know when I upload a new video. And listen, guys, people contact us each and every day wanting to get more information about moving to the DFW Metroplex. So if you're interested in moving or relocating, give us a call, shoot us a text, or simply send us an email. Whatever you got to do to get in contact with us, we got your back when moving to the DFW. So like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about the vibes of living in Fort Worth, Texas. We have our expert Sylvia Ortiz, who's been living here for quite a long time. So Sylvia, what are the vibes like of living in Fort Worth?
I think there's a mixture of vibes. There's a little bit of country, a little bit of old school.
Okay.
A little bit of college life.
Okay.
Definitely. Family, business, big time. Like, so it has a little bit of everything.
Okay. Vibes for everyone.
Yeah.
College life, we get that on the West 7th area, right? And they also have some really nice apartments on Brian Irving, some older, some newer apartments. Country, how is that like?
When I say country, I'm thinking like stockyards. It's a big super point in Fort Worth. Like, it's like if you come to visit Fort Worth, the stockyards is definitely a place you have to visit. I mean, they do their cattle drive, certain times of the day, certain days of the week. I think that is family oriented, but people come because they want to see it. Like, how often do you get to see that?
Yeah.
On a daily basis,
That's like one of my selling points.
Yeah.
Like, whenever someone visits, like, you gotta visit the stockyards. Every day here you see someone with cowboy boots, cowboy hats, the litlittle belts. I mean,
that definitely is a vibe. Like, it's not a seasonal thing. Yeah. It's an everyday vibe.
Like you can be downtown Fort Worth. You like, you won't catch this in New York. You won't catch this in Atlanta, LA. You won't. Yeah. It's only, I wouldn't say it's only here, but. Right. I don't know if it's a Fort Worth thing or a Texas thing. What do you think?
I think it is Fort Worth because of the stockyards, but it definitely Texas.
Okay. So when we think about the different vibes, I mean, what areas can we break down, like, the different areas and what the vibes are like in those areas? So I know you currently live in South Fort Worth or Southwest?
South.
South. So what are the vibes in South Fort Worth?
It's a little mixture where I feel like basic residential. Like, there's a lot of ranch style homes. Which when I say ranch style homes, like longer, wider, double master suites, like those kind of things. Yeah. But then you also have a part of Southside where they have a little bit older homes that are like pier and beam homes, just more in the 50s, 60s. But then you have, like, in the 70s still, like, framework type homes. But it definitely is residential. Several different high schools. Each one, just gives a whole different vibe to the area. So I feel like South is more residential until, and then you go into Southwest or West area, and that's a whole different vibe. Yeah. I mean,
is that where all the new construction is going on in Southwest, or where off of Chisholm Trail?
Yes.
Where is that located at?
It's going to be, I believe, more going into the west, where you're going to start going into your Aledo, Weatherford, kind of in between. There's always been a lot of land there, so now they're developing it more into homes. So.
Okay. North side, what's the vibes like in North side?
Well, it's more, to me, it is, I don't want to say newer because it's not. I like it because it's a little bit more, you get your history there. The Stockyards is pretty much that's where your Stockyards home is at. So I feel like as a lot of that area is more historical. That area, I don't want to say hasn't developed. Things are really changing there. Newer houses are being built, or remodeling certain areas. But what I like about the North Side area is that you still, when you drive through there, you still get your mom and pop shops, older businesses that are maintained.
Old businesses.
Yeah.
I remember one time
family-owned businesses.
Yeah, I remember one time my tire had busted, and I stopped at one of those little. That's where if you want mom and pop and you get your tire fixed for a little to no money, that's where you're gonna find it at.
I definitely feel like it's big time family there. I lived there for a short period of time in my life. I enjoy it. My family still lives there. So to me, it's just the residential area there is family lifestyle.
I like, and North Side is not too far from downtown too, right?
Correct. It's, I think, less than about 10 minutes or so.
I think that's one of the convenience. One of the things I like about North Side is that I'm not from here, obviously. My wife, she didn't grow up on North Side, but she went to a magnet school in North Side, and she used to always talk about how she would go off and venture to downtown and different areas in that North Side. So
recently they redeveloped or redid two of the main bridges from North Side going into downtown Fort Worth. Amazing, gorgeous. At night they light up like. It just like you want to go over those bridges.
Is that the bridge that goes over West 7th or no?
There are two.
Okay.
So one goes over West 7th, and I believe one follows into Henderson, which is one of the streets that
that leads up to here, right?
Yeah.
Our office is near Henderson.
So to me, just those bridges make a big difference. Like when you're going from that that historical side of town going into downtown where you're gonna get just more development and stuff like that, meaning a downtown feel. Like I love our downtown. We have it's
so downtown. My first impression of downtown, I was like, this is trash. Honestly. And I had visited here like 2017 for Thanksgiving. It was the first time I had met my wife's parents. Well, second time, but I had Thanksgiving with them here. And I think it was trash, I mean, I did like the family vibes with the Christmas tree at Sundance Square. But I'm not sure, maybe I didn't get a full glimpse of it here. I was only here for like maybe 2 days that time. But over the years, like now I work downtown, and I'm like, it's beautiful, like it's amazing, like so much to do. It's not
we have
like
the Bass Hall that a lot of people, and Sundance Square where they do concerts, the Christmas tree, the Thanksgiving parade is really big. I mean, that whole place is packed. I mean, at one point I believe, and they even had like when the Super Bowl was here, like they, like it's a perfect place where families still gather. And it's like families gather and you're not afraid to gather because they're with the Sundance Square all open. When it's a nice day outside, I mean, people are walking the streets and they really like it.
No, I can testament. If you see like one of my top 5 things to do in Fort Worth, my vlog, you'll definitely see me vlogging Sundance Square, and there are a lot of people walking around. So we talked about South Side, North Side. What about the East Side?
I've never lived in the East Side, but one thing I think that people don't really know or realize about Fort Worth is that we're a city that has 2 universities. So in south, kind of southwest area, we have TCU, Texas Christian University. And then on the east side, we have Texas Wesleyan. And they're both, university. I feel like living in a city that has 2 universities is great. The fact that you have a choice, affordability, and also convenience. Because even though I feel like from downtown, no matter what area you're in, you're a good 20 minutes away from stuff. So to me, to have 2 universities in a city where the, kids can choose where they'd like to go, affordability or convenience, I think that's great.
Yeah.
For us, for a smaller city.
So you mentioned TCU. What area is TCU located in?
It would be more considered south.
And what I guess what would be the benefit or living near TCU? Is that, I know they have a really Wedgecliff or Edgewood, I don't know, what is it called?
Edgecliff is an area.
Edgecliff. Okay, I was kind of
Yeah.
But Edgecliff. So what's the benefit of living near TCU, or what are the vibes like there?
It's still college vibes, but it's a mixture of college vibes and residential, because just like Northside has a little historical type homes, so does the South Side. Every side does.
Yeah.
And of course, every side has where newer things are developing, and TCU area is definitely one of those areas. And I think developing more than on the north side of Fort Worth. So to me, it's like you have a choice. Would you like to live in an area that has all those newer developments and you have a little bit of a mixture, or do you want to live in an area where it's a little bit more historical and just a little bit, I would say, quiet, as far as like is not having a college close to that area. But the same thing, the houses are now, if they're a little bit more pier and beam homes, but then of course right up the street you have like Elizabeth Boulevard, where you have actual historic homes that have like the historic monuments, markers on them.
The Fairmont.
Yeah, Fairmont area.
I think that's one of the largest historic district neighborhoods in the nation, actually.
And right in the middle of that, they have a Montessori and elementary school. They're just, every area can have its own little school. Of course there's schools, but
so from someone who is a native of Fort Worth, how do you feel about Dallas?
It's a little busy for me.
Okay. What are some of the benefits of living in Fort Worth, or why do you love Fort Worth? I'm assuming you love Fort Worth because you've been here for so long.
Yes. And one thing I really like about Fort Worth is our downtown is smaller than Dallas's, but from downtown, every area is a good 15-20 minutes away. And I feel like when I'm in Dallas, I'm kind of like in a California kind of area where everything's an hour away. Yeah. And the freeways are just like, it's doable. And I do like going to downtown Dallas, for certain things or certain areas. Of course they have, the concerts and stuff, like a lot of concerts and stuff there. But now Fort Worth has Dickies Arena, which I went there the other night for a concert. Amazing, and of course, Dallas has the American Airlines and stuff like that. So, yes, Dallas is bigger as far as more like city life, but I feel like in Fort Worth, you get more of a homier kind of feel. And that's what
I try to tell everybody. Yeah. I feel like Dallas everything's kind of like spaced in. I feel like Fort Worth, houses are a little bit more spread out. I'm not saying that Dallas is dirty or anything like that, but you don't feel like the vibes. I feel like walking on Sunset all the time.
I feel a little more rushed.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I guess, another feeling I could give, rushed.
Especially driving on those highways.
Yeah, some people like that and some people don't. I'm just not one that really likes it. I like a little bit more, now believe me, there's definitely parts in Fort Worth, like freeways where you're feeling rushed. Oh, yeah. But I don't
especially like when I-35 meets I-30.
That no matter what time of day, that place is going to be packed. But the good thing is we have a lot more toll roads now. The good kind of like that can be iffy for people, but if I have a chance to cruise down a toll road, like I'm going to, and to make it a faster transition to wherever I'm going in Fort Worth, I think it's great, because people have a choice now. It's not just you have to go down 30 to get to somewhere. You have to go down 35. You actually have a choice around Fort Worth in every area where you can hop on a toll road, which I think is really convenient.
Yeah. That's what Chisholm Trail, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So there you have it. Fort Worth, It's a great place to live, but there's also different other areas that you can live in the DFW Metroplex. That's why you got to contact us. You know, we're here, we're the experts. We claim to be the experts, and
Yeah.
we will help you out to the best of our ability. If you haven't heard it before, we are realtors. So if you have any questions about moving to the DFW, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We got your back when moving to the DFW. Check out one of these videos to learn more about the DFW lifestyle and living. Until next time, guys, deuces.